Hi everyone, my name is Nate. I am the marketing and community lead for Laterpress. And in this tutorial video, I will show how to create an account with Laterpress and create your first book using our story tools. If you already have a book that you wish to upload either to serialize or publish as a finished book, please see our other account creation tutorial that skips the process of creating a new book, as you would not need it. So for this here, if you are on the home screen of Laterpress, you would simply click Login up here, and you would click Don't Have an Account as a new user. But if you do have an account, this is where you would log in. You will be asked to enter a name or a pseudonym and provide your email and password that you want to use for the account, and then click Sign Up. Please note that anything you enter in the name or pseudonym column here, it will not be seen by anyone if you have not published a book yet, but this will be visible to readers when you have published. So if you are publishing books under your own name, you would want to use your own name here. If you're publishing under a pseudonym, use that, but know that what you enter will be seen by other people when you have published something, so bear that in mind. So we'll enter details here and then advance to the next screen. And if this is your first time ever logging into your Laterpress account, you would see the add story here, where you can create a book as a standalone book, add to a series. These details can be changed later if you decide you want to do some things differently, so don't worry about the step too much. If you want to skip the add story flow, you could click cancel here. Let's just call this a book title for the sake of the demo here, and click Save and Continue. And next you would be asked if you want to start from scratch or upload existing notes. So if you have existing notes, you could upload a text file here or copy and paste in notes that you have about your story and characters, or start from scratch and give the AI your concept for a story. So let's say a world where dinosaurs never went extinct, but humanity still evolved and managed to domesticate them. And you need to pick a genre. So we'll call this, we'll just say general, and get started. New users get 20,000 free credits to test out the features for themselves. And then it will take the general outline that you gave someone, or that you gave it, and it will generate for you a more expanded idea for a story based on your concept. Now you could read through this, you could edit this. If you want to modify the idea, then you can enter in here instructions for how you want things changed. So I would recommend reviewing things and making sure you're satisfied before moving on. But for the sake of this being a demonstration of just how things work, I will not be editing any of the prompts here. I'm just going to move through the process again, strictly showing the flow of how things work. So now we would continue to characters and choose add a character, and you can decide between a protagonist, antagonist, or supporting character. Say I want a male protagonist in his 30s with an unconventional sense of justice. And it will take a second to generate a character here. And so now the AI has generated for me a character suggestion, which I can review. And if I want to change anything, I could come in here and manually delete words out, add additional details in. Could also click modify here to give the AI guidance on how you want things changed. Otherwise, it will provide some details and some basic physical, mental summaries of their character, as well as some special skills they have. And you want to make sure that everything here is to your satisfaction before going on, because each step in the progress uses details from the prior step for context to inform what it's generating. Now we can continue to lore, and you can add lore items. Here there are options for adding fantasy or alien races, creatures, details about culture, history, location. There's lots of options to add lore and flavor to your setting. This can be generated here right at the start based on details you know, but all of this can also be generated later as you're moving through the book, or come up with an idea that you want added in. So we could, go for any of that, or at the moment we can cancel this. This step is not required, and just continue to an outline. And now here in the outline, there are over 24 genre templates pre-made to choose from here. Otherwise, it is possible after this step to go in and create your own outline if you have a specific idea in mind. For this kind of story, we might want to do an epic quest, hero's journey inspired outline, or when in doubt, go with the classic 3-act structure, and then click generate. And it will ask you for some specific direction on what you want, or you want to take the story, how you want things to happen. So let's just say I want this to be a grounded, character-driven story, free of technobabble and end of the world stakes. Emphasize the daily lives of people working with dinosaurs and the tension inherent to keeping powerful animals like this under control. And then we would click generate, and it will take this as directorial guidance plus all the information that has come before to generate an outline. That process can take a couple minutes here, so once I click generate, I will pause the video so that we keep things moving at a quicker pace. Okay, and after a short period of time, the AI will have generated for you a plot outline that follows the beats of the story and takes the concept and the characters and everything that had been generated to create a through line. Now, every one of these beats can be edited along the way to either delete or add text. You could also modify a specific beat with directorial guidance on how you want things changed. You could modify all beats at once by inserting a different prompt on how you want things to flow. None of this needs to be done at this stage. Personally, regardless of how you feel about the AI's output or the first pass on it at that time, I tend to just click Get Started Writing here so that you are now in the editor proper, and you'll see the initial concept is here in the Idea tab of the wiki. Character cards are here in their section. Any lore items are here and can be added or generated new ones. And the wiki can be closed out here and reopened at any time by clicking on it, or and then closed by clicking wiki here or clicking this X. So now this would be a great time while you're in the actual editor to get in and start hitting beats, checking them, making sure that they are to your satisfaction, and going from there. So that is a high-level overview of going through the process of creating an account and uploading your first book, or starting your first book, using the story tools. I will also be creating a tutorial showing creating a new account and uploading your first book to Laterpress.